Hello and welcome to another update video about Ethereum. Ethereum is maintaining its position above the previous breakout point. We talked about this green line a couple of days ago and I highlighted to you, if we get above that level on a sustained basis, we can track this more direct pathway to the upside to $3,000 plus basically, which is very much in line with the overall bullish perspective I have on Ethereum. Just looking at this, from a very visual point of view, we actually have 5 waves to the upside now on this chart, but I think it can still get a few squiggles higher. I can also not rule out that the wave 4 is still unfolding, but this would at this stage be an alternative perspective because we've had the breakout, okay? And it is obviously possible that this is just in the alternative wave 4, an A, B, C structure, but it takes a break below the red line to confirm that. And that red line is at $2,788. So if we're holding a position above that level, we can maintain the uptrend and at least the yellow count as it is. The direct bullish pathway here towards 3,000 plus is and remains open. Also, I think this ascending trend channel is still relevant. So the market is still trending in that channel. The support area down here wasn't even tested, which again indicates that it's a very bullish market. But it could also indicate that it just means we have to still be on the side of caution, because the question is, okay, was this wave 4 enough to correct the entire rally? So it might be that we're doing this extended ABC. But either way, I leave the overall support area relevant, and it remains relevant for now. So it's still located between $2,460 and $2,700 basically. This is still for the idea that we could still be in the 4th wave, a relevant scenario and a relevant support area. But in the very short term, obviously the red line could be short-term support. Yeah, but for now it's looking quite bullish. I mean, there's been this sort of breakout. We're maintaining the position above the previous breakout point, traveling towards that 3,000 plus range. And it's looking good for the overall bullish perspective here. Only a break below the red line would be a first indication that either wave 4 is still extending, or even here the more bearish scenario in white is unfolding, in which we have a C wave down that can send us way lower still. However, even that would be an overall bullish scenario. So we have a couple of bullish scenarios on the larger time frame, but they are both bullish, as I said. So that gives confidence in the larger uptrend on the larger time frame. It's just in the very short term, obviously, okay, is the wave 5 still unfolding, already unfolding, or is it still wave 4? And I already mentioned in the last video, due to the fashion in which it's breaking out and due to the it holding basically above the previous high, I mean, it is suggestive of a scenario in which we are already in wave 5 there. And if that's the case, then we need to track, how many waves do we have. At the moment, it's now reached the 1.236 extension. I think we talked about that already in the previous video. So I still only see it really as a 3-wave move up. I think I mentioned in the last video it would be ideal if it stretches a little higher, maybe to the 1.38 extension there at 2,948. That would be the first ideal target for a 3rd wave. So we've only reached the minimum for now, which is acceptable. But what I will do now, in addition to that red line, I will add also a micro support level for the 4th wave here. Okay, why is that now possible? Well, we've stretched a little higher. We might not get another high in wave 3. We'll see. But anyway, I prefer to add now a support area that will allow us to track if we get a 5th wave. Doesn't mean the 3rd wave has topped yet, but it means that a break below this micro support area would be an early indication. That we are actually coming down to test the red line. Now this is really a very, very nano perspective, micro perspective here. What we do, we take the length of the 3rd wave and just check the fibs. Yeah. So earliest indication, I prefer to add the 61.8 level, because it could be that we are dealing here with an ending diagonal There are a few different options I'm watching, so I think that is at least a reasonable. Oh no, let's just limit it a little bit. I'm just going to add the 50%. It's not really a trade setup. It just tells us, okay, you know, 2,861, if that breaks, it increases the probabilities that we're testing the red line. And then below that, it sends us down into the lower support region. So we've got three main support levels there, 2,861. 2,861, the red support line at 2,787. And then down here, the support area, the main support area for the larger time frame. It always is a question of what time frame are you looking at, but that gives you a few parameters to watch. And as long as we're maintaining a position above that support zone, we should get that fifth wave one more stretch higher. Also, what is interesting is the ETH BTC chart, which continues to push higher. Okay, so it's following the presented roadmap. What I'd like to see actually is that it's following that pathway higher, and that we actually get the first 5 waves up after reversing in our support zone. This would be important to confirm that really ETH BTC has formed the low. However, the third wave needs to reach minimally 0.05695, ideally 0.057, and the fifth wave needs to reach 0.0582. So that's how 5 waves would look like. And also when I get the first confirmation that ETH BTC has indeed bottomed in February and that Ether is now ready to outperform Bitcoin. So that's my update about Ethereum. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Also, make sure that you follow us on Instagram and Twitter for additional content. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.